about process, but you've been spared that for at least one more town hall. And I've got into a little bit of a sort of a track with some research today. Anybody recognise any of these faces?
Yes.
But this is the most readily recognisable, I guess.
Bill Gates. I can't name.
What's that?
It's recognising.
Okay.
Well, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs.
Okay, so this is a young Steve Jobs. Yeah. Any idea to that side?
Is that Washington on the right?
It's not. I mean, there's no way. I didn't know who these guys were, and I've never heard of them until yesterday.
Nietzsche.
Closer. Okay, so what I want to just take you on is a little bit of a journey to something that I hope is going to be very relevant to the way that we think about continuous improvement. So I'm going to start with talking about humanism. So this guy is Friedrich Emanuel Niethammer. He's a German philosopher from the late 18th, early 19th century, and he's credited with introducing the term humanism. I'm not going to try and say that in German, although it is something like humanismo, bizarrely. What humanism is, I don't know, does anyone study philosophy or theology or anything like that? Louis, I'm sure, knows. But anyway, so the thing to take away from this really is that it's a stance that says we're in control of our own destiny. Yeah, humans can do good stuff. We're not on some predefined rails from some higher deity. We can improve the way that things happen. This guy is Vilfredo Pareto, and he's credited with introducing the 80-20 principle. Yeah, going back into this is from the 1930s, so from last century. And I'll hopefully stitch these together in a little bit, but hold that thought about self-determination and also the 80-20 principle, which is that 20% of the effort can lead to 80% of the results. Coming a bit more up to date, this is Dr. Joseph Juran, which I thought one or two of you may have heard of him. He's quite a well-known management guru, and he's a contemporary of Denning's, and he did a lot of thinking in the 50s around how we improve work, and this is his Juran trilogy, which is all about quality planning, quality control, and then quality improvement, and the effect that has to take you from a less comfortable place to a more comfortable place. Yeah? This will make sense in a moment, I promise. And lastly, this led me on to find some stuff about Steve Jobs. Okay, sorry, one more point on that. So he took the Pareto principle, which was a key thing in his research, and what he said was that 80% of quality issues stem from 20% of what we do. So that's how he applied that principle to quality improvement. And I'm just going to come back to that in a little while. So on to Mr. Jobs. And this is the bit I haven't rehearsed, so I don't know whether this is going to work or not. So I'm just going to play you a little extract from the connection with Juran is that he actually spent quite a long time in his early career with Juran, working together. So he met the guy personally and was working with him. And this is an extract from a video where he talks more extensively about it, but because it's a précis, you're not going to get the full effect.
Doesn't matter. Stephen P. Jobs is fine. Steve Jobs is fine. In most companies, if you're new and you ask, why is it done this way? The answer is because that's the way we do it here, or because that's the way it's always been done. And in my opinion, the largest contribution of much of this quality thinking is to approach these ways of doing things, these processes, scientifically, where there is a theory behind why we do them. There is a description of what we do, and most importantly, there is an opportunity to always question what we do. And this is a radically different approach to business processes than the traditional one, because it's always done this way. And that single shift is everything, in my opinion, because in that shift is a tremendous optimistic point of view about the people that work in a company. It says these people are very smart. They're not pawns. They're very smart. And if given the opportunity to change and improve, they will. They will improve the processes if there's a mechanism for it. And that that optimistic humanism I find very appealing, and I think we have countless examples that it works.
So, please work sound.
Doesn't matter. Stephen P. Jobs is fine. Steve Jobs is fine.
Just introducing himself.
In most companies, if you're new and you ask, why is it done this way? The answer is because that's the way we do it here, or because that's the way it's always been done. And in my opinion, the largest contribution of much of this quality thinking is to approach these ways of doing things, these processes, scientifically, where there is a theory behind why we do them. There is a description of what we do, and most importantly, there is an opportunity to always question what we do. And this is a radically different approach to business processes than the traditional one, because it's always done this way. And that single shift is everything, in my opinion, because in that shift is a tremendous optimistic point of view about the people that work in a company. It says these people are very smart. They're not pawns. They're very smart. And if given the opportunity to change and improve, they will. They will improve the processes if there's a mechanism for it. And that optimistic humanism I find very appealing. And I think we have countless examples that it works.
There you go. So okay, that's a fairly rambling, maybe slightly random trip through it, and having been through it again, it kind of makes slightly less sense, but that's fine. Let's go with it. So what? So Niethammer says we can change things ourselves, and we should never accept the status quo. The thing I take away from this 80-20 principle when applied to quality is that the important target is actually small. We don't have to approach hundreds of issues at the same time. At the root cause of most of our problems will be a small number of problems that we can fix first. But Duran says, and that moves every time we improve, so that shifts to a new zone of quality control. Every time we improve something, the target shifts, but the target remains small and manageable. And the thing I particularly liked, and the thing I wanted to finish with, was that journey that Steve Jobs went on through there. So smart people and freedom are a potent combination, and I think we are blessed with that. We are blessed with a lot of autonomy and a lot of freedom to improve the way that we do things. But the thing that really struck me was this approach improvement scientifically. So have a hypothesis. He described it as a reason for what you do. Why do we use Scrum? I think Louis just done a really good job of summarising that. But have a hypothesis as to why it is we're doing something. Have a description of why we're doing something, and then instrument it so that we're constantly measuring what we're doing. And I think we do all of these things really, really well when we apply them to our software process. I think what we need to do is take a step back and look at the other processes we have around. You mentioned evidence, and also communication as well. I think it'd be a really interesting idea to get a hypothesis description and some instrumentation around the communication that we do with clients. There you go. That was it.